I hope everyone is having a great night. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the past and what is it? Does it have to be that demon that some of you are allowing it to be, or can it be something else, right? All right, so if you are wondering how you can use your past to help you, then you need to stick around and hear my message tonight. The past is exactly that, guys. The past is the past. It's gone. We can't do anything about it. It's gone. Goodbye, past. We can't change it, right? So the only thing we can do is move forward and try to make our future and our present better. Okay? So our past is gone. We can't do anything about it. So what do we have to do? Well, you have to think. My past, okay, maybe it's what happened yesterday, maybe it's what happened 6 months ago, maybe it's what happened a year ago, maybe it's what happened 10 years ago. How can what happened teach us a lesson? It can either teach us a good lesson, a bad lesson, right? It can either be something positive that happened in our life or something negative that happened in our life. Either way, our past can teach us something. It can teach us what to do or what not to do. So if there's something in your past, use it to your advantage. So is it something that can teach you something you should do, something you shouldn't do? A lot of us look back at your college life, your college years, and you're like, probably shouldn't have done that. But what can you learn from it? Or things that have happened to you, how can you apply those to make your children make better decisions, right? So we all go through things in our life. And if we don't share what we went through and our lessons that we learned and the hardships that we have overcome, and we don't talk about those things, we're doing nothing for helping ourselves as well as helping others. So use your voice and tell people. Tell people about your past. I know it's hard to talk about your past sometimes, but think about it as this. What can you learn from your past, right? We all can learn something. All right, how can it show you what to do or not to do? So maybe you went out and bought a brand new car because you were feeling awesome that day. Well, 6 months later, you can't make the payments. Okay, so what's that going to teach you? That's going to teach you that, you know what, maybe right now in your life, it's not a good time to buy a new car. Maybe you need to do a little more research before that. Great, awesome. Easy example, right? It is going to teach you, your past is going to teach you a ton of different life lessons. It is going to teach you who you can trust, who you can't trust. It is going to teach you what to say and what not to say. It's going to teach you what to do and what not to do, what to look out for, what to try. But one thing it can't do is your past cannot hold you back from what you want to achieve in your future. I'm going to say it again. Your past cannot hold you back from what you want to achieve in the future. Can I get an amen to that? Your past does not control what you do today or what you do tomorrow or what you do in 5 years. And that is something I think a lot of us get stuck on. We get stuck in the past. We get stuck in what has happened to us. We get stuck in our ways and we don't know how to come out of that. But your past does not define you. What happened yesterday does not define you. What defines you is what you have learned from that past. It's what you have achieved in your past. A lot of achievements have happened, so what have you learned from achieving those things? All right? Do not dwell on your past because it's going to do nothing to you except for bring you down. It is not going to help you push forward through those tough times. It is not going to allow you to continue in on your dreams. It is not going to even help you achieve what you want to tomorrow. If you sit there and you dwell on maybe the negative things that happen, or let's turn it around, you sit there and you live in your past on the positives. Give me just a second. Callie. All right, sorry, Callie wanted to come in. All right, so if you sit there and maybe you're the type of person that something happened so great to you, you were a football star in high school and you were awesome and you were popular and all these things, guess what, guys? That's in the past too. Even though that was a positive, it is in the past. It is time to move forward and use that as a lesson of what did you do to become that way, right? What did you do to work hard to become that star? But you're not that star anymore. It's time to move forward. This is a huge truth bomb to some people. Positive, negative, you need to move forward. You do not sit there and dwell on all the negative or the positive that has happened. I'm saying dwell. That means your positive things, absolutely celebrate those positive things that you had happen to you in the past, but you can't live in the past. You have to continue to create new things. You have to continue to create great things that are happening. You have to have those goals that you are going to chase after, and you're not going to let anybody stop you, no matter what they try to throw in front of you. That is the kind of attitude you have to have. Why? Because this world does not want to see people succeed. It is a hard concept for people to understand and want others to succeed and them not to succeed. Shh, it's okay. Landon, please stop. So, listen, we are going to stop dwelling on our past. We are going to continue to work forward. We are going to not always just look to the negative that has happened to us. We're not going to have pity parties. Pity parties are not fun. Those are no fun parties. We are going to have celebration parties. We are going to celebrate our achievements. We are going to celebrate the goals that we have set for ourselves, the goals that we are going to achieve. We are not going to live in the past, whether we're living back in high school when we used to be the football star, or if we're living in the past when we were made fun of, or something awful and horrible happened to us. That is not what defines us today. It doesn't. Do not allow your past to have, honestly, barely any effect on you. Instead, learn from it and move forward. What lesson can you learn from that? What lesson can you learn from anything that happens? Let's use my car accident as an example. My car was hit at 40 miles per hour, rear-ended. 2 minutes earlier from my car being hit rear-ended at 40 miles per hour, I was getting my kids out of their car seats and into the babysitter's house. That is a scary realization that time is precious and anything can happen at any moment. It is time to not let our past define us on what we do in the future. We need to learn from it, right? So what did I learn from that horrible accident that occurred? Is that time is precious. Minutes count. It's not worth taking time to dwell on these things that happen to us. And those that are being negative to you, brush them off. Those that are being mean to us, most of the time have an issue going on in their life. So instead of retaliating and giving it back to them, give them some love. Find out what's going on. Find out what is going on. So here's the thing, guys. Your past, you need to find out what lesson you can learn from it. You need to see how it can show you what to do or what not to do in the future. And you're also not going to dwell on your past. You're going to learn. You're going to move forward. This has been a very hard thing for me over the last few months because there's been some things that have happened. There's been some things that have said. There's been some demons that have haunted me. And I have to realize that everything that happened even 5 minutes ago, which was my son screaming at the door because he wanted to come in, it's in the past and it is time to learn and move forward. So what do I learn from that? Put my kids to bed earlier, otherwise they're screaming demons, right? Hello. So I just wanted to hop on because this is something I have been struggling with lately, and I really just felt like I needed to share this message with you guys. So your past is your past. Don't let it define who you are today. Do not let it define your goals that you are trying to achieve in your life. You can achieve anything that you want to. It just depends how much time and effort you are willing to put into that dream. So don't let anybody or anything stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. It is your life. It is your life story. So create it how you want to create your life story.
That is the winner's mom.
Your past is gone. Tomorrow is your future, and you need to decide what you're going to do with it. There is not unlimited time to do things, right? Time is precious. We don't know what our last day is going to be. So we have to take every moment and live it to the fullest. If you have goals, you work towards them every single day. If you have things you want to do in life, you want to travel, you want to take your kids places, take that time to go do that. Because other things are not more important. And what happened in your past, you hold your head held high and you go for it. Because your past is not you, guys. What you did in high school, that's not who you are. What you did in college, that's not who you are. What you did 20 years ago, that is not who you are. Who you are is who you are right now. It's who you're going to be. It's those goals that you come up with. So, if this has been helpful to you and you have felt a little something from maybe some truth bombs I've dropped tonight, please feel free to share with your friends. I hope it helped. I apologize for the screaming children, but that's mom life, right? It's real, and when I get on here, it's real and it's raw. That's just how my life is. Crazy. I'm probably going to have a brush stuck in my hair when I'm done with this. So listen, do not allow your past to define you. That is what I'm asking you to do. Do not allow your past to define you. Say it with me. I will not allow my past to define who I am. Instead, you are going to have your goals and you're going to reach them. You're not going to think about what happened. Because you know what? You cannot change what happened. You can only change what will happen. So, I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys hearing me out. Please share. Make sure you're clicking that follow button up at the top so you can see when I'm live. And Callie says, go ahead, tell them.
Thank you.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.